I'm just gonna wait a few seconds to see if I can get um, we're doing something different today, is what we're doing. So once I see everybody sees that I'm live, we will go ahead and start. I'm trying to move some things around so that way I can focus here. Today's show is gonna be just a little bit different. Hi, everybody. I see you guys chiming in with me. In the meanwhile, I'm going to pull up a few screens here. I'm doing something a little differently today. Good morning. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Cheryl. I see you on here. Hi, everybody. I decided to do something different today. I've been really distracted. And so because of that, I have decided that today is going to be a very different type of show. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you guys. I'm okay. I'm here in the studio. Good afternoon. Aloha, Hawaii. Good afternoon, everybody. Today's show is going to be completely different than any other show we've ever had. I've decided today to come live instead of doing filming, editing, and all the other things that I normally do to do a Friday show. Hi, everybody. I'm going to give everybody time to come in. Hi, Jack. Hi, Monty. It's great to see you guys all, and I'm so happy that you're here with me. I usually start my show with introducing everybody again. Welcome back to NewsRoom. I'm Chella Smith. This is your Middle East U.S. entertainment news here on YouTube. I air on Fridays. I bring you the latest on reforms and economics in Iraq based on reports put out by the Middle East news media outlets. I do this weekly review, and it's based off my interests. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. This week, we are going to do a little bit of a different show, okay? I am going to go over the news headlines, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to read the headline. The reason that I'm going to do this is because I need to attend to something that's going on inside the home right now, although I didn't want to not show up because I'm ready. I'm here in the studio, but I need my attention's being drugged somewhere else. So let's get started. I first would like to say that I give notes in my personal groups that I have on Telegram. And on Wednesday, I had given an update, and I'd just like to go over a little bit of my notes before I get into the news headlines, because I'm not going to go over the headlines like I normally do. Today, we are going to just skim through them, and then I'm going to get off here and I'm going to let you guys go. Okay. So let's see. What do we got here? Yes, smash the like button. The like button is always great for other followers to find us. Okay, so on Wednesday, there was a major update that was going on that Iraq might possibly return back to Chapter 7 because there has been some banks that were put under sanctions, but there may be a way for them to escape out of this in regards to maybe their digital platform. We'll see how it all plays out. But the details from the Parliament Finance meeting with the governor of the central bank, they finally met and they talked about the dollar, which was and what was going on with it. The monetary stability and exchange rate has, oh gosh, it's gone really far backwards this week. I believe it got to let me go down. Well, we'll get back to that. I think it was like in the 1500s somewhere to $1. I'm going to go over those. I'm pulling up my notes right now on Telegram. And this was due to 14 banks being put under sanctions because of the Iraqi dollar, the Iraqi dinars, right? The dollar. The United States right now has, basically said that they can't use the United States dollar, and so because of that, they're using the Iraqi dollar, and they're having problems getting it. Anywho, people are upset. They're in the streets, and they're protesting because the central bank, they can't get the dollars, and the dollar is way too high, and the Iraqi dinar is devaluing quickly. So we went up, and now we're going back down. And but to me, I find that to be great because it's fluctuating. Okay, if it was sitting still in one place and it never moved, that to me would be it would be concerning, right? Okay, so um, let's go into the news real quick. I'm going to start with the first article, and it was the Kyrgyzstan regional government. They announced the dates of the arrivals of the financial dues to distribute salaries. Now, they said that there was a joint memorandum that was signed between two delegations, and it is scheduled to start financing the Kyrgyzstan region immediately. Let's keep going. We're going to go through these really quickly because, like I said, I can't be here for long today. And it's good to see all of you guys back. I'm kind of nervous because I came on here non-scripted today, right? So the Minister of Finance stressed the importance of speeding up the procedures for reviewing the instructions for implementing the tripartite budget. Okay, we will talk more about this next week. Taif Sami, the finance minister, she stressed the importance of accelerating the procedures, reviewing instructions for implementing the federal general budget for year 2023, 2024, and 2025, number 13 of 2023, which was recently approved by the House of Representatives by doubling coordination and cooperation efforts with relevant authorities and institutions. Okay, let's keep going. The government advisor, let's see, uh, I don't know how to say this word, Adrodogran. I'm saying that really terribly. Don't quote me on that name, but there was visits to Baghdad in regards to the Orbital oil, and they will return that soon with security and water dialogue. Now, I would like to talk on that for just a minute because, there's a lot of talks in regards to the Kyrgyzstan region and the Erbil, Now, listen, the agreement with the oil, it's now the federal oil and gas law. It used to be the Erbil agreement. They have switched that. So that law still needs to be implemented. We're still waiting for that. So we will go ahead and we will follow up when we get more information to that law because they have to create that law. Okay, the text of Baghdad's Kyrgyzstan agreement will implementation of the budget. Again, they're talking about the budget. Let's see. The European reporters considered regional comms of golden opportunities for Iraq that urges the West to encourage rapprochement of Baghdad and the Gulf. Let's see, what were they actually saying in regards to this? They're actually talking about the 2003 invasion and the Gulf countries. They've been hostility for years. So let's see. They reported that the head of the Iraqi government in 2003 often tried to strengthen relations with the Gulf Cooperation Council countries in effort to benefit their economic wealth in the region in a way that leads to stability of the country. Okay, let's keep going because we have like 20 of these that we have to get through. And again, I'm being called. I hear them calling me again. Okay, so the rise in the exchange rate, and the project to delete 3 zeros still exists. That was the name of the article. I'm going to actually read this because this is something that everybody is always talking about, so I might as well go ahead and go over it. The governor of the central bank, Ali Al-Allah, considered on Wednesday that the rise in the exchange rate of the dollar in markets was temporary. And while he indicated that there was no indication from the American side to include new banks within the sanctions, he confirmed that the project to delete zeros from the currency still exist. Ali Al-Alaq says in an interview with official news agencies that the central bank continues to provide the dollar at the official exchange rate and cover all the legitimate transactions to request purchases and remittance and credits for various imports. What was being talked about in the terms of the rise in the exchange rate does not mean that there is a rise in the official price, that it still is the same. But the rise in cash prices circulating in the markets caused by reluctance of some merchants to enter the electronic platform, which is the official channel for sales required by the new system. Now, listen, I want you guys to remember that the new system that they have is a digital platform system. Um, it could get Iraq out of the situation and the bind that they're in. So, with that being said, this new digital system might be a bonus for Iraq. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. I also know that they are trying to get into the World Trade Organization. They're still taking the trying to launch into there, right? And they're using the United States to help them succeed in doing that. But then the digital platform, it's on two different there's two different spectrums there. They could just easily get away from the Swiss system by going to a digital platform, in my opinion, but that is just my opinion, guys. Okay, so let's keep going. They're expecting to move money to arrive in Baghdad immediately. The spokesman of the Kyrgyzstan government announced at dawn on Thursday that there was an agreement that had been reached in Baghdad to the financial region immediately through the signing of the joint memorandum. We talked about that. There's a lot of repetitive news, so that's why when I come on the news on Fridays and I do some of the articles that I do, I kind of try to not repeat a lot of the articles because there's so much repetitive news. But basically this week they're still working on the budget. There isn't a lot of new news, to be honest with you. It's a lot of repetitive stuff. The Central Bank of Iraq denies withdrawing the capital of private banks. The central bank indicated that it is working hard to enhance confidence in the banking sector by providing support to it and promoting economic development. Okay, let me move this over a little bit so I can see a little bit better here. The governor of the Iraqi central bank reveals the reason for a decline in the dollar. Okay, so now they want to talk about the decline in the dollar, and the dinar was trading at 15.80 against the dollar on Wednesday compared to the trading price of 14.70 a week ago. So as you guys can see, the dollar is falling quickly. The exchange rate is set to 1,300 dinars to $1 under stricter U.S. regulations that came into effect last year to control the mechanisms for Iraq's ascension or access to the dollar. The remittance requests must pass through electronic systems that include detailed information on the final future for the dollar. So the U.S. measures aim to end illegal transfers of dollars to Iran and to put additional pressures on Tehran with sanctions imposed over its nuclear programs and other issues. So the CBI official said that the system has slowed down the dollars, and there's a waiting period, sometime exceeding a month, which leads many traders to go to the black market to obtain dollars, which leads to an increase in the exchange rate. So that's what's going on there. Let me see what the comments are. Let me move the screen out of the way. Let's see what the comments are, because I love hearing from you guys. Okay. Yeah, so it's good seeing all you guys. Again, like I said, today's broadcasting was going to be much different. Let's see. Al Sudani is stressing the importance of involving the private sector to prepare tourism plans. Well, this is great because, Iraq needs to bring in all kinds of different countries in, put many different businesses in. So that way, when people go to tour there, there's businesses for them to visit and stuff like that to build up their economy. Let's see. Let's keep going. That's a repetitive article. That's a repetitive article. A lot of these are repetitive articles. There was a phone call between the Sudanese and Barzani and delegations of the region visiting Baghdad today. So the Kyrgyzstan regional government announced on Wednesday that the president of the Kyrgyzstan region met with the Prime Minister. Now, I'm not sure if this was by phone. I'm pretty sure this was a phone call. The delegation of the government will visit Baghdad in regards to a future visit. Let's see. Yeah, and it was to talk about the salaries, so we're not going to get into all that. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff is repetitive. We're looking for the oil and gas law to get taken care of, the federal oil and gas law. We're looking for some of the articles that needed to be done in the budget. Let's see. But for the most part, I'm not going to keep you guys long because, again, there just isn't a lot going on. So I will see you guys next Friday for our normal broadcast. But I wanted to show up on my platform today to let you guys know everything's okay here. There has been a passing in the Dinar community. It's been very sad. My condolences go out to the family and to all the followers and viewers. I hope everything is okay with everybody. And I want to bless all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. I've said prayers every single day. We're here on Fridays, every Friday by 4 o'clock. Sometimes it's, a little later if we have technical issues in the studio, but for the most part, we come on here. If you guys want to find me on Telegram, I do have a group over there on Telegram. You guys can go to any of the articles that I've placed and you can put underneath there, add me to your platform. I'll add you as long as I know that you're not a bot. I'll add you, and you're there for Dinar information. I give Dinar information over there daily. Sometimes it's every other day, but for the most part, I kind of show up and I'm in and out of the groups. We kind of keep everything to finances and stuff like that. But I love showing up here and I love seeing you guys. You guys are awesome. This is why I showed up today for all of you guys. Because, there's stuff going on here in the home. My daughter, it's back to school time. She needs school supplies and she needs school clothes. And we got doctors to, hold on one second. Here, can you put this here? Okay, sorry about that. But there's we have school supplies, we got to get doctor's appointments, dental appointments, physicals, and all that kind of stuff. So she's like, Mom, can you please come with me today? I really need to get some of this stuff done. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to, because of my schedule, I come on here because of my, when I have available time. So this week I just been jam packed and I'm kind of emotionally, bent from everything that was going on in the Dinar community. I'm an empath. I feel people's hearts, and it was very sad. And so I hope everybody has been able to get over that, or they're coping. You find coping skills to be able to get through this. So, does anybody got anything for me before I jump off of here? Let me see what the comments are. This is my first time live from my computer, so thank you, Mike. I appreciate your donation. That's wonderful. I appreciate you guys. Let's see. Hi, Billy. Hi, David. Hi, Timothy. Hi, Cecile. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Jennifer. It's so wonderful to see you. Hi, Leah. Hi, Cheryl. It's so wonderful to see all of you guys. You guys are the only reason why I show up here, to be honest with you. Because I read the news already and I know what's going on. I know what we need to see. If you guys do want to know what kind of things that we expect in Iraq, over in the community chat section, I have given a list of things that Iraq needs to accommodate. I know that there's these important laws, economic reforms, the banking reforms, all this stuff needs to be done before they can actually reinstate the Iraqi dinar. So I want to be very clear about that. There has been talks about putting them into a package. I talked about that last week on the news. So if you want to go back and just listen into that part of the conversation, they did mention it. One of the journalists did. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if they put all those things into a package and approve them all at one time. But another thing is they can't return back to internationalism, and some of these things can't be implemented until they are international. Some of the things that were in the budget. So I want to bring that to your attention also. Okay, guys. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys. I've already been on here for 20 minutes, which is longer than what I usually even record for. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. You guys are always so good to me, and that's why I am so loyal to show up on Fridays. Well, if you guys don't have any questions or any other comments, I'm gonna get off of here, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And oh, I know what I was gonna say. Because it is school time, it is the back to school time. If any of you guys that are in the comments know of any communities in your area, you can leave your area, whether you're like, for instance, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio. You can put Cincinnati, Ohio. And if you know of any organizations or churches that can help out with families, help getting their kids back to school with like maybe supplies and stuff. Maybe there's a place that does like backpacks with like supplies inside of them. You guys can list those communities in the comment section so that way anybody that sees it can say, oh, Cincinnati, Ohio, there's help there. I can go here. So you can leave those community centers for people to pick up supplies inside of the chat in the comment section. So if you guys could do that, if you guys know of anybody, some people work in the community all the time, but it would be a great place to put those them recommendations for some of those families that are struggling. There's a lot of people struggling in the Dinar community. With sickness, with money, due to the pandemic that happened and stuff like that. So if we can give a helping hand, maybe we could share some of those referrals. Okay. Well, you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you guys next week. Take care.